It's only been like 15 minutes. But look who I found. You see my old job over there? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Right now, I'm actually on my way to go and get my car washed. Afterwards, I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyebrows and my lip waxed. I might even get my sideburns waxed too. I want to wear makeup here and there just because, you know, that's something that I like to do. But when my hair starts growing out on my face, I mean, I'm not werewolf status, but I don't like when it's like, you know, a little bit of pigmentation here because it's a little darker from, you know, hair. And, you know, it's perfectly normal to have hair, but when you put on makeup, you don't want it to be coming through the makeup because then it just looks, for me, it sometimes looks like a tinge of green on my makeup. So I haven't been wearing any makeup because I have hair growing on my face. And then as for my eyebrows, I keep telling myself I'm gonna go and get my eyebrows done, but then I end up not doing it, and then I end up not, you know, I don't know. Eyebrows frame your face. So if you're not like touching up your eyebrows or brushing them or giving them a little bit of shape before you leave the house, sometimes you feel a little frumpy. I'm really projecting. That's how I be feeling. Since the last video, I have sort of slowed down on my apartment as far as like putting stuff together, just because I sort of feel like I want to hold off on some things until I officially start my job. Fingers crossed I will be starting this week because it's not me that's holding anything up, it's the job. They are looking to get me a start date for a certain account that fits what I want. I don't know, when you get your car washed, you just feel good. You feel like you driving a Mercedes or something. And I've never been the type to really like luxury cars like the Benz and all that. I like more, when it comes to cars, I sort of like either a sports car or a truck. Like when I think of my ideal car, I've either said I want like a pickup truck or a nice SUV with like a really cute interior, or a sports car that's sort of like a big body, or what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Is it like big body or heavy body? But at the same time, like I drive like a grandma. My dad even makes fun of how I drive because I drive so slow. But in reality, I drive like I have a CDL license to lose. Even if I were to get like a sports car, I wouldn't be driving it fast nowhere. I just like the way they look, honestly. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
I was gonna get, I just want a full service, but I also want an interior, so how would that work? I want an interior cleaning, and I also want the car wash on the outside. How does that work?
That's $25.
Okay. I have card, is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wait maybe 10-15 minutes, maybe because it's too busy over there.
Over there on this side?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too busy over there. If you wait maybe 15-20 minutes.
Okay. Before I go up in here, I sort of want to show you guys what I mean when I say that my eyebrows and stuff done grew out. So I'm looking as I'm trying to show you guys, but I normally have like an arch here and it is gone. All that is new growth, and it's like taking away the shape of my eyebrow, because normally it would be an arch there. I know most of y'all know what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to give you guys an in-depth I don't know why. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? Just like the guys get the lineups, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like on my face. And then, okay, I got mustache right here. We hairy in my family. So this right here is not like ridiculous, but fun fact, I used to actually get picked on a little bit for being hairy. Before I knew that I even had a mustache, I thought it was just normal. Until I got to school and people were like, you got a mustache. And it's like, what? So when I was younger, I used to use Nair. And then I started using like a razor on my lip. And now I just go and get it waxed off. Which, this is about as thick as it grows in. I hate that sometimes I be putting my lip gloss on a little too harsh and it be over my lip. This is as far as it will grow in. It's just that it's noticeable. And then I have sideburns too. I think I'm gonna get those shaped up or just pretty much take this part off. I don't know, we'll see. But just so you guys know what I mean, even though I'm sure you know what I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes I be wanting to just be descriptive. Anyways, let's go ahead. This is what it looks like right now. No real shape to my face. Oh, ooh, that's good lighting. No real shape to my face. I mean, shape, but you know, there's no shape here, you see. And now I'm gonna show you after. Here it is. I hope you can see the transition because the lighting is a little bright, but can you see how it gave me a little more shape? My face looks a little more put together. We don't have the mustache anymore, or I have a little bit of ointment just because, you know, when you are stripping your skin, sometimes it can irritate it. So she went ahead and put a little bit of ointment on it, even though I don't really break out from wax. I know some people do though. So it was cool that she was precautionary with that. But this is my first time getting my sideburns waxed, and I can't lie, I didn't think about it until she started putting wax on my sideburns. I'm like, oh, this might hurt worse than any other wax I've had because this is a lot more hair and it's a lot more coarse. It didn't, but I was a little like tense in that chair. And then she did my eyebrows perfect. I'm not gonna lie, when I was in Bali and I was getting my eyebrows waxed, they were taking a lot. Oh, there we are. See, they were taking a lot more off of my eyebrows than I would have preferred. And it didn't matter how much I was trying to explain to them, they still ended up taking a lot off. And so thankfully my eyebrows do grow pretty quick. Out here in the US, it's more trendy to have thicker eyebrows, and I guess back in Bali, it's probably trendier to have them a little bit thinner. So it didn't matter what I was telling them. They're like, okay, we got you. I'm like, I still like thick eyebrows, and they're like, okay. And then they would take a little more off each time, and they loved taking the tail off my eyebrow. Like, you see how I still have a tail here? If I was coming out of a Bali wax studio, I'd have like this. They'd take that piece off right there, and I'd be like, oh, come on, like, stop doing that. To the point where my eyebrow would be a little more straight than it would have that angle. You see how I have the angle there? But that's enough. I'm about to go ahead and go home. Okay, I'm home right now, but I wanted you guys to say hi to Pepper. Like I said, she needs her haircut bad, but don't mind, I was eating chips. But here she is, she's right here. Say hi, boo boo. Hi, baby. Okay, all right. Hi, boo boo. Say hello. She just got a bath yesterday, so she's extra poofy. And her hair is so soft because I comb it with a fine tooth comb. She looks big on camera, but she is so small. She's literally like toddler size. But I know you guys missed her. I missed her too. But she wasn't in my last vlog, but I had her last vlog too. Good morning. I know this is very drastic. Yesterday, because it was yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday. We went to go get our eyebrows and everything done. I'm on my way to work, technically. They have a route that needs to be filled, and so I'm going to go fill it. They asked if I could do it, and I'm saying yes because, you know, I had laundry to do today, but outside of that, I was going to really just get prepared and things like that. So I'm actually really excited because, you know, it's technically my first day, even though I'm really just filling a place right now. I haven't been in a truck since June. July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, it's been about 5 months, almost half a year at this point. I thought that it would be more of a nerve-wracking feeling, but so far all I feel is excitement because I'm capable. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't feel capable, because the only real times that I feel nervous is when I feel incapable of something. If I feel capable, I'm normally not that nervous. Okay, y'all. I just officially made it inside of this truck, and I'm really liking the staff that I just met so far. By the way, this isn't my truck, this is a truck, and right now I just received what I'm supposed to be doing. So according to what they're saying, I'm supposed to go to a nearby pickup drop-off yard, so a drop yard, and go pick up a loaded trailer. Then I'm supposed to go to another location, and I'm going to be getting live unloaded and live loaded. Then from there, I'm going to go and drop that loaded trailer off at another location, and then I'm going to be picking up a loaded trailer at that same location, and then I'm going to be coming back to where I'm at right now, dropping off the truck altogether, and then I'll be able to go home. So that sounds pretty interesting. This would be my first time. This is a Mack truck. This would be my first time inside of a Mack truck. I have never driven a Mack truck, or even, I'm gonna be real with you, I've never even seen the inside of a Mack truck before. So that's pretty cool, because it's always the first time for everything. As of right now, the only other day truck I've been in is a Freightliner. So it's cool. I like it. I like how cozy it feels in here. It's pretty clean. The whole facility that I'm at right now is pretty clean. I want to apologize. I want to apologize for my poor vlogging today. It was poor. I barely got anything. And if I'm honest, it's because today whooped my behind. I can't express that enough to you, but just know that there was no way that I could multitask today. Between it being my first day, me being unprepared because it was a sporadic first day, a first day where it technically wasn't supposed to be my first day. I was coming in for someone else. So I'm taking over something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to get all into it, but just know that it was tough. But I know it doesn't reflect the job. And then I know a big reason of why it was tough was because I was new to the routes that I was taking. And I also I never drove a Mack truck before, so I was trying to learn like how it performed. Like, for example, I realized it has one of the worst turn radiuses I've ever driven. Now, granted, it may be the model of the Mack truck that that I drove today. I really don't know. I don't even know what model it is, But let me know in the comments if you've ever driven a Mack truck before and what is your rating on the Mack truck. All I have to say, today was rough. I didn't get back until it's past 11 now. So I did almost a full 12-hour shift my first day. You know if you're a truck driver that what's that? Sit. You know that if you're a truck driver that the time goes by pretty quick, especially when you're doing local runs, because you're not really driving as much as you're just making it to destinations and all of that. But I won't keep talking because I'm tired and I need to get up early because, fun fact, I'm going to be going tomorrow. And I believe I'll be doing the exact same thing, except this time I'll be going in at 8:45 versus the 11:30 a.m. shift today. So my bad for today, but it was either I was going to record or I was going to get today over with. Today was tough. Good night. The next day, and we have good news, and I wouldn't call the next news bad news, but it's not favorable news, but it's okay. So the good news is I am in the same truck I was in yesterday, so that means that I am not going to have to get reused to a truck. That works out for me. But the not so fancy news is I have a totally different route. It's not as bad in my opinion, because at least I know the system. I know how this company works. So it looks like I'm going to be going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. And between all of these stops, I'm going to be getting loaded and unloaded. And the last stop, I'm going to, I forgot what she said, but I can always call and ask again. But if I'm not mistaken, my last stop, I think I'm going to be dropping this load, this trailer, and then picking up another trailer. And it looks like all of these areas are quick and are close together, so it's not going to be too crazy. I had to get here at 8:45 this morning, and I got here pretty soon. I did end up getting me a little Tim Hortons since I didn't really get a chance to pack a lunch or anything because I didn't cook anything because I didn't know that I was going to be working. It was very random, but that's enough because I do want to get started. I'm about to go ahead and get some fuel real fast. They have a fuel tank or whatever over here that we can fuel it, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I pull off for the day. Oh, and also I have to pick up a trailer over here too, so okay, I just made it to my first stop. It's only been like 15 minutes, but look who I found. You see my old job over there? To back into any dock, it doesn't matter to them, which all of them seem like it would be easy because it looks like pretty much a straight back. That's that. Woo, I don't know. Today is a good day. I feel really good. I had me some tea this morning, and I love tea in the morning. Man, if I had enough time to make my own tea, I would have made my own tea, but Tim Hortons tea with 1 cream and 1 sugar tastes so good. Ugh, I love it. Yesterday, my last load or my last route was so difficult. Oh my goodness. Every single move that I had to make had a level of abnormal difficulty to it. Every single shipper, I couldn't find it. Every single door they told me to go to, I couldn't find. Every single step I needed to take, something would go wrong. It was just weird yesterday, and I think it's really just because I wasn't prepared. Today, I'm not even as prepared as I want to be. Like, for example, I don't have a 5th wheel puller, so I've been using my hands, which makes me dirty. Yesterday, I came back and I had smudges everywhere. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm grateful that now I'm doing local because I get to do my own laundry in my own place. I get to take showers anytime I want to. Once I get home, I don't have to worry about waiting on a line. I can take a bath if I want to. And I also feel more comfortable putting myself together in the morning because I have the ability to wash my face once I get home in like running water. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I could do the same thing over the road, but when you are in a public restroom, you don't want to really do your makeup. I know I could be speaking for myself, but when I was over the road, it felt like such a pointless task because if I was doing my makeup, then I would have to take it off that same night, which meant I would have to go into a dirty public bathroom and wash my face in the sink. And you know, when it came to putting on my makeup, I would have to have my stuff all on the counter, and it was just like, no, I'm not doing all that. But now that I'm able to go home every day and wake up in the morning and get ready in my own bathroom, I'm like, yeah, I could feel like, you know, a girly girl. I could get cute for my job, my 9 to 5, and I'm still doing what I like to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like local, but I'm optimistic this time around because in my mind, it's up to how I view it. It's up to my perspective. I'm still able to drive. I like the unpredictability of truck driving. I'm still going to different stops and I have different schedules every day, and I think that's the only real difference between the job I have now and the other job that I had that was local, because they gave me a route that never deviated at all. So I didn't even have to use GPS. I was so used to going to the same spots, and it got really boring and repetitive. It was my easiest job, but I'm not always looking for easy. I'm looking for something that's not gonna have me bored. And so trucking is a job that I'm not bored with. So I'm very appreciative that I am able to do local now that I'm older and I have different values in place that I didn't have when I was in my early 20s. Because in my early 20s, I wasn't really factoring in, you know, getting all cutesy and, you know, wearing perfume and, you know, taking a bath at night and all that stuff. I was really focused on saving and stacking money and sacrificing and having the freedom to go across the country. I've been practically all 48 states at this point. And then I've been out the country multiple times. I am now at a place where I'm craving stability, and I like the long days now. I don't know how. See, that's how I know God has been working in me, because things have changed. It's not even to say that I'll be this way for the rest of my life. I'm bound to change again. But the point of it is, what I didn't used to like, now I'm like, this suits me. Me being able to go home every day and still being able to drive, and I can potentially have a long day where I'm out all day. If I want to, I can take extra stops, but at the end of the day, I get to come home, and I get to, you know, watch a movie, snuggle up, get ready for bed, all types of things like that. So I'm happy with this right now, and I'm praying that it only gets better from here, because like I said, yesterday was tough, but I knew it would be tough because, you know, it's the first day. The first day is always tough. I'm at a stage where I do want to look more like how I feel on the inside, which is more put together. And I felt like I sort of sacrificed that in my early 20s. And the only thing with that is, I feel like I'm still learning myself in that way, where some people have already learned that about themselves. And when I say that, I mean, like, how do you like to do your makeup? How do you like your hair? What type of clothes do you like to wear? Things like that. I always wore like sweatpants and t-shirts, maybe a wrinkled shirt here and there. I would just have my hair anyway, any which way, it didn't matter. Which, to be honest, I'd probably still do that once I take this ponytail out, because I like the natural look of my locks. But like, I just got my locks dyed. I wouldn't have even been able to make an appointment for that, for real, if I wasn't doing local, because it was hard for me to make appointments. I have my own nail artist now, nail tech, and she does really, really good. Whereas before, I couldn't have my own nail tech. I would have to go and get my nails done wherever I found a place that would take me the same day, and things like that. So like, the little things added up in my early 20s, where now it's like, I don't want to sacrifice those things anymore. I want to be able to go to church in the morning. I want to be able to experience being in my own apartment. And yeah, I want a little more structure. Okay, I just made it to my second stop, and they said just like the last location, this one they don't mind whichever dock I can back into, so that works out. This one isn't difficult at all, but I will be in a street. Thankfully, this isn't a busy street. What, 2 pull-ups? Was it 2? I think it's about 2.5 maybe. The third one, or okay, maybe it was 3. The third one was just to straighten up, because I was a tiny bit crooked. They could have did it, but I don't want them to come back out and be like, can you straighten up a little bit? I've had that happen before, so I just try to straighten up, be safe, right then sorry. And so stop number 2 is a lot better. Sorry. Stop. You guys can't even see. Okay, there we are. I'm trying to give you guys a better angle. Stop number 2 is successful as well. It was not difficult at all to find this area, so that works out. I finished my tea. I should have got a large. That's all right. I did bring me a bottle of water just in case. But yeah, now we're just going to wait for them to finish doing what they're doing, and then I'm gonna go to my next stop. For some reason, it took me like 5 pull-ups just for me to get into this one dock. There's like a couple docks next to that. And the real reason is because this is one of those docks where it looks like you're lined up until you start going downhill. Then it looks like you're off. And so if you know, you know what I'm talking about. So I ended up thinking I was good up until I get downhill. Then I'm like off, and I have to like refix myself. I did that like 4 times, but I made it, and now I'm just gonna chill out. And the next ride is gonna be over an hour long, so I'm gonna enjoy that commute. Okay, so they just told me that the entrance that I was just, you can't see it, hold on, that, I don't know if you could see it, but they just told me that that's the wrong entrance and that I gotta go in the other way. The only way to do that is to sort of back into their dock and then turn out the other way, so. For it to be November, it is hot. And I done drank almost all of my water. My goodness. I have to probably stop. Well, we are at our second to last stop. It took 2 hours to get out here. Okay, it's 5:12, so they got done a little bit later than I expected, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. I finished closing the door and everything, and it says I'm not gonna get there till almost 8 o'clock. Also, they called me again, so they do want me to come in tomorrow, so I'll speak a little bit more about that in a minute, but let me go ahead and go. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see me, but it is much later. It is 8:38 p.m. I got here at 7:49 p.m. Like I said, it was 2 hours 30-ish minutes, more like 2 hours 48 minutes. It was some traffic, but right now I am getting, maybe I'll roll this down a little bit. Jeez, you should be able to see it. There. I am getting unloaded and then loaded with pallets, and then I think I told you guys that they asked me if I wanted to come in at 7 in the morning tomorrow, and I said yes, but today is going to be a late day and it's not going to work with my hours of service, so I decided to choose a different time and come in at 11. So I'm gonna come in at 11 tomorrow, which does good for me because I definitely need to get me some sleep. Okay, y'all gonna be mad at me. I would be mad at me, so it's okay. I accept it. I accept it. But this is day 3. I didn't record anything. Yesterday I had a 14-hour shift. I don't know how much I recorded and showed you guys, but just know it was rough. It wasn't rough as in it wasn't smooth. It was just very long. So I had a lot to do. But today, my 3rd day, so much smoother. I feel like the days have gotten better since me being out here. Granted, I've been doing pretty much everything different from day to day. My 1st day was the most difficult. 2nd day was just the longest. Today I got in at 11 and right now I'm on my 3rd stop, and it is currently 4:30, and this is my last stop. I'm about 50 minutes from the place where I drop everything off. So today's going to be a pretty short day, which I'm actually really excited about because I am definitely wanting to get back home and start cleaning up, because when I'm running, I told you guys in another video, the moment that I start getting, rushed places and I'm never really home, that's when stuff starts to look like messy. And I have like a couple dishes in my sink, and I don't like that. I don't like stuff just sitting there. Granted, it's clean. All I did was like cut a couple oranges. It's not like I was cooking at home, but still, like, because it can, next thing you know, you got nets, and I'm at home by myself. I can't afford to have anything that I don't want to deal with by myself. So but other than that, I'm in a really good mood right now because number one, I have some tea with me. I know you guys are like, girl, it's just tea, but I am a tea fanatic. I brought me my own cup today because I'm that girl. I'm literally that girl when it comes to trying to make myself more comfortable, and the way to do that for me is to have a hot drink next to me, preferably a tea, because coffee gives me a headache. But anyways, I have Saturday and Sunday off, which I'm so super happy about. Right now it's Friday. So I have some time to get myself together. I just got a call from my boss, and he's letting me know that the company that I'm working for right now, they requested me for Monday. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and accept, because I do like the unpredictability of the days. I also like that I can receive overtime, which next week, judging by how they had me running this week, I'm probably gonna get that overtime. I also like that they are very appreciative of me. I've heard in multiple occasions that they really, really like me, and I like them. The staff is really nice. The only thing is that I'm new, and so I'm still getting used to everything, but we'll see how things go. I will say that this entire week, which I've only worked 3 of the 5 days, I would say I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10 as far as enjoyability. But I know that next week I'll probably say it'll probably have a higher rating. I'm hopeful that it will. It had nothing to do with the people that I'm working with, that I'm speaking to, like dispatchers, anything like that. I haven't had any issues with anybody that I've talked to. It has only been me being new, not knowing how to work a Mack truck, me getting to stops and, things weren't going smoothly, and then me being pretty much just like thrown into doing everything because I was just called on Wednesday, like, we need someone, are you available to come in? And I'm just like, whoa, okay, well, what time do you guys want me to come in? And they're like, as soon as you can. I'm like, okay, well, give me like an hour and a half, So since then, I did an 11-hour shift, a 14-hour shift, and now I am doing this short shift now. But if I was more prepared and knew ahead of time what I was getting myself into, I would have definitely been able to take those shifts with a better mindset. Nevertheless, I'm really happy that besides everything, I have been able to go home. No matter how hard or long the day was, I was still able to go home, take me a shower in my own apartment, put on makeup the next day, make me my own coffee in my own kitchen with my bare feet, and get myself together, have my alarm started. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a way to start the day, like really restart. And I didn't know how much I wanted that until I got back local. So I can't lie when I say that I think my ideas of local are truly changing. And I think it's because I'm just in a different season of life now. So I'm really excited about that.